Alright, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash.
Double honors unto the elders, apostles, great millstone. The elders, great millstone, and of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, serving them in truth and sincerity. So real quick, if you can start me off with 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and 40.
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. It say, let all things be done decently and in order.
Yeah, so let all things be done decently in order. So when we're in this ministry, you know, when we're out here in the world and stuff, all things need to be done decently in order. So especially concerning the brotherhood and the ministry, well, you can see how the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down constantly push for order. You know, within this ministry, there's an order. And yeah, you basically have a lot of new guys, you know, basically don't like that there's order, that, you know, that there's ranks. And, you know, basically a lot of these new guys who come in, you know, they don't want to be subject. They don't want to, you know, really fall under their rank, which is really, you know, just a novice, because that's how it is when you first come to the truth. And, you know, basically you start coming out there on the camp, you're really a beginner and a novice. You know, you can't come out to the camp, you know, thinking that you're some big guy already, because again, you're still new.
You gotta be patient. You know, brothers first coming to the truth. All right, they're not so eager to just, I gotta be the top guy, or I gotta be this. Come in, you gotta be humble. You know, first start on the other side, man. You gotta be diligent and consistent. You gotta consistently go over the highways and hedges. All right, going back and forth. You know, talking to and communicating with a brother. So you gotta be on top of, okay, are we on this location or are we on this location? Alright, you gotta be on top of that. Alright, because there's certain guys who, you know, it's lackadaisical in this thing.
Yeah, man, hey, and you know, basically if you're over here doing that, you know, you might think that, you know, basically, you know, that the brother can't read your thoughts or whatever. But hey, you know, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's reading your thoughts. You know, so if you're trying to, you know, basically come in this low-key type of spirit, you know, blah, 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 you know, trying to play around, hey, you know, the Lord's seeing that.
Yeah, because, you know, once you start coming in that certain type of spirit, especially if, you know, you a new guy, you know, brothers going to start raising red flags. Like, who really is this dude? Is he serious? Is he an agent? You know, is he, you know, then we start to distance ourselves because you're not taking this thing serious, man. If you truly fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, you know, you're gonna do whatever it takes, you know, to come out to camp, all right, and do what you gotta do in the spirit.
Yeah, you know, the scriptures say, Romans 12:1, to present your body a living sacrifice. So, you know, when you're in this truth, when you actually, and keep in mind, when you actually start, you know, going out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this truth, then that right there, you know, you're making a vow to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that you're gonna do that until the end, you know, until Yahushua is coming after death. So when you make that decision, all right, you know, I'm gonna put off what I'm doing. I'm gonna serve the Lord, and you know, basically, I'm gonna leave the world behind. Then again, you're making a choice. So
yeah,
right there, after you make that choice.
Yeah, if you give you an assignment, you know, do the assignment. Don't make excuses. You know, you gotta set out time to do the Lord's work. You know, even if you're not a part of a camp. We used to have a lot of guys. We had one guy that be on camera. Yeah, one guy that faked the police being at his house. And he had to leave over the camp and it was a test that was due. It wasn't like he was going to get kicked out of the camp, he was going to test him. He had the cops at his house. And he was going toward the cops, and that's not really good. Like, he went toward the cops. He made an excuse about cutting the bottom of his foot. Some weird shit. So we got, you know, niggas always got excuses. And not to perform, you know.
Yeah, and real quick, let me get, or actually, give me real quick, Sirach 32 and 17.
It's Sirach 32 and 17. It says, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yep.
So that's a sinful man's mindset. You know, he's always gonna find an excuse basically his his reason.
Yeah, you come up with a solution, right? But then there's like 5 other things that you ain't put into the before you started talking that changes your solution.
Yeah.
Niggas think they slick, boy.
And it'll be, because you got guys who will miss camp over the same excuse every week. And it's like, you just said you was going to take care of it last week,
Right.
What's been good? So you missing camp, all these like 2-3 weeks in a row about the same thing. And it's still not, still not solved yet?
Yeah, the apostles and elders were talking about that a little while back, But it happens in cycles.
Yeah.
Pretty much talk about the same thing. It just, it'd be like 6 months, then a year and a half, and it just keeps coming back up. The same issues. Cornelius thing, the flat earth shit, consistency, being consistent and all that. It's just been happening forever. It just keeps coming back in cycles. The same old issues. Nothing, like the scripture said, nothing new under the sun. And we in Corinthians look up order too. That definition for order. No, the black woman don't go there. To the it's too good for her. Yeah, so that's on the list. That's on the list, boy.
Yeah, So going into 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and 40, the Greek word for order is taxis, which means it says due or right order, orderly condition, and arrangement, the post, rank, or position which one holds, the civic or other affairs, since this position generally depends on one's talents, experiences, and resources.
Us as being men of the Lord, if you got the head of a camp or a brother, he got a higher rank. All right, you're supposed to take heed to what he's saying, man. All right, not do your own thing, but you gotta understand this brother likely has more been in the truth longer, has more experience. All right, has been through more things. All right, so we gotta take heed, to the leadership. All right, because these are our leaders, man. You didn't come into this truth because, you woke up and the spirit went on you and you just had all this knowledge. No, you was taught under men, all right, who came before you and it was teaching.
Yeah, the scriptures say about knowledge, easy to be understood. We don't give like orders and directions that are like super complicated,
Yeah.
So show up and take notes, etc.
And it's not like, we are trying to be like tyrants, telling you like, wash my shoes or, this and that and the third. No, we tell you things to guide you so you can do the work. All right, come, be consistent, come up to camp. All right, don't make, unnecessary excuses, do the work, do lessons. All right, it's simple. You got a lot of hard-headed, stiff-necked jakes,
right,
who can't get with the program. So they gotta be, they gotta go.
Yeah, and sometimes, Lord might put the spirit on a brother to tell you something. Hey, you just gotta hear it onto it. You being young, you might not understand or basically you might be questioning in your mind, what this brother's saying. But hey man, you gotta take the load, you gotta hear what that brother's saying, man. You gotta have faith. Like how about me outside? Basically put it in that brother to say that. And really only the ones who the Lord gave the ears to hear are gonna be able to basically acknowledge that. Guys who are proud and they're not really in this thing, they're not really gonna look at things spiritually.
Get John 3 and 3.
So this John 3 and 3, it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, you got to put off the old man. You got to put off the argumentative. I mean, if that's the issue you had, and receive, the grafted word, which is receive instruction. All right. Get Titus 2 and 9. Read that again, though. Get Titus 2 and 9. Read that again.
It says John 3 and 3. Yahushua answered us unto him, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, you got to be born again. You got to put off the old man. All right. You know, I wouldn't question my elders. You know, apostles and elders. You know, I would just take the orders. I mean, I have my own mind, so I can distinguish between a right order and something that's completely ridiculous. You know, we don't give like ridiculous orders out. You know, elders say something, we're not going to answer again. That's what the brother about to read. You know, if the elder apostles say, you know, you're supposed to go out once a week and do videos, then we're going to go out once a week and do the videos. That's reasonable. It's not something that's like far-fetched. All right, or something that's extremely difficult to do. You know, I don't need to question them and say, oh, well, I mean, why once a week? Why not twice a week? You know, why can't we just do mostly videos, just do all studio shows? And why don't we just don't do studio shows and just do the camp videos, you know? We're following after the pattern that they laid before us, you know? You don't got to be questioning them on a bunch of stuff. But read that precept, Titus.
This is the book of Titus 2:9, and it say, exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters and to please them well in all things, not answering again.
Yeah, now look that up, answering again. And your masters are the camp leaders, the apostles and elders. Yeah. All right? Like not answering again. So go.
Yep. Like I said, answering again in the Greek is anti-lego, which means to speak against, gainsay, contradict, oppose one's, it says to oppose oneself to one, decline to obey him, declare oneself against him.
There you go. I only got to explain it. There you go. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because, you know, brothers will tell you to, you know, do something simple, you know. You know, it could be dudes who might be offended that, oh, why I got to hold a sign to speak? Or, why I got to, why that brother got to speak? How come I can't speak? Or whatever the case may be, you know, you got certain people that's like that, man. All right, but you know, it's a thing of, you know, we all gotta play our own role, man. All right, like when you playing the game, all right, not everyone can be the star player, not everyone can do that. All right, a lot of times, you know, them teams that make it, all right, you know, they have the best role players. Everyone do their job, man. Do what they're supposed to do. All right, and when you in the camp, all right, you got to play whatever your role is, whatever duty you're assigned to do that week, all right, or whatever ranking you get assigned to, all right. So you got to do your best to you know, uphold that rank or that status or whatever type of duty, you know, you're assigned to do in the ministry, all right. Because at the end of the day, you know, everything is to you know, benefit the ministry. All right, it's not to, you know, have a brother to, you know, exert dominance over you or anything like that. All right, we all in it for the same thing. All right.
Yeah, our job is just to give you the instruction so you can teach, not to lord over anyone. Yeah. You know, we don't even like even doing that. We don't even like repeating ourselves. You know, if you lording over somebody, you want to micromanage them everything they do. Now, a brother that's incompetent or really slow, then you have to do that. You got to micromanage them, and you got to like hover over them. They constantly making mistakes or whatever. But normally, you just give them the order, and they just carry the order out. They do their best to carry it out to what you said. All right? Now, you do have certain situations where you got weak brothers, and you may have one or a few brothers that are stronger, so they got to be more. Like Allen Iverson, they say you're ball hog. They used to say that. I think so. Yeah, you ball hog or whatever. You know, you carry the team. You know, sometimes you have situations like that. All right, but most of the time, everybody pretty much on the same level. But then you have some brothers that kind of surpass other brothers every now and again, and that brother is supposed to guide the rest of the brothers. You know. So when he said Satan had desire to have you, get that precept. The Lord said Satan had desire to have you, but when you're strengthened, when I strengthen you, strengthen your brothers. Roughly paraphrasing. So in that situation, you strengthen the brothers so they can come up on the level, because you can't just be around a bunch of weak brothers and you're the only one that got strength. You know?
Yeah.
But then when something happens, and then when you meet something that's too strong for you, you might fail because your brothers, the weak links around you. So you got to you can't be in a situation where you just the only one that's strong, everybody around you weak. That's not a good position to be in. You want to get every brother on a proficient level so it can be effective teachers. All right, you find that precept?
Yeah.
Is that all you want to say? Or?
Yeah.
So this Luke 22.
And look up strengthen. I think if that's the word that's used.
It says Luke 22:31. And it says 31. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
Yep, that he may sift you or may destroy you, fuck you up, bad. You know? Pull you apart. What?
It says, verse 32, but Luke 22:32, it says, but I pray for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren.
When thou art converted, strengthen thy brother. All right, so you can look up converted and strengthen. All right, so yeah, so that's not a good position to be in where we got one guy that know everything and the other brothers just lacking. You know, that's not efficient, and the Lord don't like that. All right, and the Lord Yahweh said that be ye therefore wise as serpents, all right, and harmless as doves. And that's where we're supposed to be at. Not just one guy is the head, and then the rest of the guys just following the one guy. You know, he know everything. The other guy, they don't really know. They don't know where the precepts at. They don't know how to use concordance. They don't know the ins and outs of the truth of the spirit. They're always asking. There'd be another guy in the camp. Every time a scripture would come out, oh, is this what you mean? Like God, he ain't had no confidence. And you don't want to be like that. And eventually he kicked himself out the camp. That's good for him. Because you don't want to be around a dude like that don't know shit. You've been in the truth for 3-5 years, and you still asking approval to bring a scripture out? Yeah, go ahead.
And at the end of the day, man, you can't be no damn zombie.
Zombie.
Like you just don't know anything. Like you coming out to the camp, like what are you coming out for, man? All right, you know you gotta.
You got zombies in camps, that don't know what the fuck is going on. like that, like you're supposed to know what this means by now. You're supposed to be able to read the Hebrew. Maybe not perfect, but you're able to recognize characters, break your name down, certain words down, certain Greek words. You know?
Yeah. Like if you have a certain role or you in the camp, you know, you want to be the best you can be at what you're doing, man. All right. You want to make sure you're on point. You want to make sure you read the scriptures. You want to make sure you looking at the breakdowns. You know, because if it's a breakdown, you know, a simple breakdown, you know, you don't know it. You know, you're gonna look kind of weird. You're gonna strange. Like why are you out here, you know, speaking? You know,
right.
if you don't know, you know, the specific, especially the basics. You know.
Yeah, and what basically the elder apostles of Grand Milster are constantly pushing that, you know, within the camp, basically there shouldn't be any, you know, cheerleaders or wallflowers. You're just standing there, you know, holding post. Now, man, hey, the elder apostles constantly push that, you know, every old man needs to be their own teacher.
Right. Yeah, we're special. We believe we're the prophet, so you can't be like a prophet that can't speak. Scripture say about dumb dogs who don't bark. That's what paraphrasing. You know, you in the truth by yourself. Whether you come with your brother, your cousin, or your father. All right, we're together, but you're responsible for yourself. Ultimately. All right.
Yeah, you gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, you being a zombie, just doing whatever the head brother say. You don't know shit. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with that. All right, he ain't dealing with that type of spirit, man. You gotta be diligent. You gotta want to know the knowledge, man. Because how do you expect to Isaiah 33:6 if you don't know what the hell you're doing? You know, the first thing, instead of applying the scriptures to you know, your day-to-day life, you know, you want to be looking for, oh, where's this brother at? Or, oh, I got to ask this brother, or this and that, you know? Because, of course, you know, we all seek counsel, you know, for certain situations, but in certain situations, you should know what to do. You know, it should be pretty basic. All right, but you got a lot of guys who's in the camps, you know, who just mindless. You know, don't got a personality of their own. Nothing. It's nothing to it.
And brothers that come up and listen to. Yeah, got some zombies too.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a video years ago, other Apostle car. Some brothers came up to the camp. I guess they missed like a couple of weeks. And the apostle said, y'all gotta go home. Y'all can't even listen to us. I said, oh shit. And they were shocked. You gotta go home. Because he saw they weren't being consistent. They didn't think they were serious. So y'all gotta go. Because it gets to a point where it's like, I mean, what, you playing fucking games? I mean, this is serious, you know. We all had revelation about, you know, what's gonna happen to solidify, to put us, to root and ground us in the faith. So moving forward, we take things very seriously. We take the spirit very seriously. Yeah. So we see other brothers not taking it seriously. Like, what the hell? You know, the Lord can just fuck you up when you be in the damn spirit world. Yeah. You know, easily. You know, you could. A car could pop the damn curb. That's why the curb exists. To keep cars from killing people on the sidewalk. That could take us out right now. We could be in the damn spirit world. You know, so we gotta make sure that we doing what we're supposed to be doing. So when we meet Yahushua, that we're justified, you know? And if you lacking, the Lord can judge you, all right? So take this word very seriously, all right? Yahushua is nobody to play with, all right? The king of terrors, all right, the Father, and he's gonna use his son to exercise his judgment on all of us, all right? Hopefully we're counted as worthy to receive salvation from the wrath of the Lamb, all right?
Yeah, cause this ain't like the damn Christian church. You can come in whenever you want to, and then throughout the week, you just do whatever the hell. And then, I don't feel like going this day. I'm gonna go like 2 months from now. And then you go, you know, they welcome you, and hey, what's up, man? No, we're not on that type of shit, man. You know, you gotta be consistent, all right? Because you come in every once in a while, a shalom, you know, drive by shalom, which you can show up, but we're not gonna consider you a brother, man. We're not going to consider you a brother, right? Because you're not out here, you know, making your body a living sacrifice as we doing week in and week out, man. All right, we ain't dealing with that type of spirit. All right.
Yeah, real quick, I want to get Isaiah 33:6. It says, "A wisdom knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and train the salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure." Yeah, you know, basically going to their brother's point. You know, don't think that the Lord is going to put this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in your mind, you know, basically I take a trouble, you know, everything, and then you know you're going to get it right now. No. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is obtained right now, you know, through studying, you know, of course, through basically going into the scriptures, you know, watching videos, watching breakdowns. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is obtained right now, and that's really a reward for those who have been patient and basically enduring within the truth. So wisdom, knowledge brings the stability at thy times. It's basically going to be, again, the Lord rewarding those who have been serving, you know, right now in this grace period.
That's not, you know, that's the scripture ain't going to apply to those that it's just going through the motions. Because you got a lot of guys who just go through the motions, right? And you know, things going on in the camp and things like that, and they like they're oblivious to what, you know, to what goes on in the camp. You got guys like that. They'll get kicked out the camp and they'll just fizzle out. You'll never see them again.
Yeah, real quick. This Revelation chapter 3.
I guess it's like big fish or something. And third more I'm hearing like people. We're real Christians. The scripture says we were first called Christians at Antioch.
Yeah, as a mockery, you know, Bible.
Yeah, Bible, yeah.
So it says, Revelation chapter 3 and 15, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. Yeah, so this is Yahushua speaking, and boy, Yahushua, he knows your mind, he knows your heart. He knows really what, what you feel deep down. What the brothers, we might be able to pick up some things, through the spirit, but hey, the Lord can see you, through in and through out.
All the spirits, not just the Lord, all the spirits.
Yeah.
Satan too, demons. I heard somebody say, demons, Satan can't hear your thoughts, read your thoughts. What the hell he can? I know the dude, but man, like, come on, dude. He ain't in the hand and great notes on the dude that said it. Yeah, all right. You don't want me going around teaching people that shit. You gonna stay silent. That's a weird ass doctrine, man. That's how dude ain't great notes on no more.
Yeah.
He said Satan, he believes Satan can't read your thoughts.
Yeah.
But Satan can definitely read. I'm telling you, Satan can definitely read your thoughts. He can inception too. He can put thoughts in your head. If he can put thoughts in your head, he can read your thoughts. That's a little side note.
Yeah. So it says, Revelation chapter 3 and 15, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. Yeah, so the Lord will actually prefer if you're either cold, you're not even in the shoot, you're completely in the world, or you're hot, you're on fire, you're going all out for the Lord. But for you to have your one foot in, one foot out the shoot, hey, the Lord doesn't prefer that. I mean, the Lord strongly doesn't prefer that. Because I was about to say, because brothers, hey, basically, brothers don't prefer that. Basically coming out here to the camp, you're kind of lukewarm, you be showing up once in a while. I mean, we would just rather that you didn't even show up and basically never even come there. If you're actually lukewarm and you're not actually about this thing.
Yeah. The Lord ain't dealing with people like that. Like, you got guys in the comments, you never see them, or they'll be silent and say a shalom here or there, and they don't want to come out to the highways and hedges. Their excuse is, the Lord ain't making me a prophet.
We doing the work, so they ain't gotta do it.
Yeah.
But they are doing the heavy lifting, so they pretty much free to enjoy your life.
They like, supporters. No one has seen your face. No one knows you. No one in Israel. You never came by the camp. You never done nothing to support. You say, I'm just not a prophet. I'm just I guess you're just a bystander.
I'm just a believer.
You're a bystander or whatever. You can do anything, man.
That might be, but the majority is just Jake is lazy.
Yeah, Jake lazy.
Free. I would say 99% of them. They just don't want to put the work in.
Yeah, they lazy. They feel embarrassed to come out here.
Somebody gonna see them at their job.
Don't want to be accountable. You got Jake like that think like that.
You gotta work. You gotta put your hand to the plow.
You can't be embarrassed to do the Lord's work, man. You can't be embarrassed to do the Lord's work. This was required of us to do.
Look, even if you was embarrassed, you can learn not to be embarrassed. Okay?
Yeah.
You can learn not to be embarrassed. You have brothers that they boss drove like 120 miles to Philly because they live up in the mountains somewhere.
Yeah.
They're used to like a football game or Eagles game or something, and they walk right past the camp for lunch. What's the chances of that ever happening? Go 120 miles and just happen to walk past lunch. Their brother was embarrassed, but gotta get over it.
That don't stop you from doing the work. You won't be seen.
You gotta mature. You gotta be an adult about it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are we really gonna do anyway? Give you certain. I'm a street. I was out there helping out. Just fucking say that. And then there's nothing as good as after that. I was reading the Bible with some brothers reading the scriptures, and then none of your fucking business.
I mean, hey, that's all you gotta do. You don't gotta be like,
If you question me, it's probably not gonna even question me. Really not even gonna question me unless y'all close or something. That's different. Those are not close. You can guide the job. He ain't gonna say shit to you.
Yeah, hey, all you gotta be like, basically, this is my church. I'm just preaching the word of God.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't have to be
reading the Bible, not the Quran.
Yeah.
Basically, the Holy Bible.
Yeah, you don't gotta be like, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You're an Edomite. Just be cool. Be discreet. Really be wise.
Wise as serpent.
Yeah, wise as serpent.
Yeah, serpent with would make a statement like that. Yeah, I'm with my church, you know? Dumbass.
With the church, we
You
just
know what I'm saying? The Hebrew Israelite, white man, the devil, and et cetera, you know? And the scriptures talk about they're putting the talent in a napkin. About that, you know?
Yeah. Real quick, I got something. This 2 Peter chapter 1 and 10, it says, wherefore, the rather brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you should not fall. Yeah, and the reason why I bring this out is because we were just touching on the point of how, you know, you got a lot of common board Israelites, man. You know, they don't want to do any work.
In your area.
Yeah.
You know? Not they watch you in California, but they got camp in California too.
Yeah, and you know, I was about to say, you know, even though it's a chance that the Lord might save you, you know, because you're a believer, hey, you still want to solidify your chance of being saved. You know, that's going to be done by doing this work, man, because not all Israelites who hear this word is actually, you know, going to be saved. It says those who do the word of the Lord will be saved.
Right, yeah, our job is to compel you to come and be like us, not to coddle you and comfort you in your home. Our job is to compel you to come out, right? So you can increase, you know? Not to promote you being comfortable in your home. Even if you can't come out, we're not going to change our speech to tailor fit a person that can't come out. We have to promote brothers to come out and preach. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, finish this off. Going back to Revelation chapter 3 and 15, it says, and yeah, by the way, this is how Shai speaking. He said, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I'll spew thee out of my mouth. Yeah. So lukewarm. Yeah.
Lukewarm means tottering between cold and hot.
Yeah. Because if you're a lukewarm Israelite, you might as well just go back to the world and do what you was doing. Because the Lord ain't dealing with that.
Yeah, sure, we'll show up to work every day. Man, you can't just show up and then take off and show up and take off.
Yeah.
That don't look good on your
resume. You're
resume.
going to get fired, man.
Yeah, it don't look good on your resume. You know?
Yeah, it don't.
Gap for your work history. That's what
And it's not going to erase. It's not going to erase if you move and you fellowship with a different camp. You know, people are going to be like, yo, who is this guy? Yeah, and then you're going to have a whole history on you, rap sheet. All right, we're going to do the background check on you, man. All right, and if, you know what I'm saying, if you got a whole bunch of bullshit in the background check, you know, we might not deal with you because you wasn't doing what you were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, we're saying a bunch of shit going to happen in 2024. You got guys still playing fucking games. Apparently the world is supposed to end next year. You know? The banking crisis, they're saying some shit about banking crisis about to happen. They actually said it was supposed to be this fall, 2023. I was hearing that in the summertime. But now they're saying it's going to be 2024. So whatever is going to happen, you know, it's eventually is going to happen. And preparing yourself now is the best thing. Because the Lord is watching you, the spirits are watching you. Left hand side and the right hand side. Now they both going to come against you if you're not ready.
Yep, so the Greek word for lukewarm within Revelation chapter 3 and 16 is kilaros, which means tepid, lukewarm, metaphor of the condition of the soul wretchedly fluctuating between a poor and a fervor of love.
You know, between two different degrees, okay? Where it seems like you're into it, but then you just like not into it no more. You know? You gotta love wisdom like you love your woman. You know? Wisdom is always good to us, so we're gonna continue to be in love with your woman. You're not gonna fall in love with your woman. The woman's reciprocating value back to you. So you're not going to fall in love with your woman. That's it. Let me read this real quick. This is Matthew 25 about the talents. gives basically different servants talents, and they go back to bringing more brothers. That's the paraphrasing. And I'm going to go right to the point. It says 25 to 25. No, 25 to 24, Matthew. Then he said, then he which had received 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. So you know the stipulations of the contract which you're involved in. You're supposed to know when you went. All right? So that's what the Lord said. He said, you knew you were involved in all this. You know you're supposed to come out and preach. You know you had to do the video. You know you had to be consistent. You know you had to be enthusiastic. Looking like you wanted to be here, participating and all that. You know? His Lord answered him and said, Him, thou wicked and slothful servant. Thou knewest that I reaped where I sowed not, and gathered where I strawed. I strawed not, and not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then on my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it to him that hath 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not, so if you idiot, you can't get it, you can't get right. But from him that hath not shall take away even that he hath. So look, we give you, the scripture says, he that is ignorant, let him remain ignorant. Right? So it's only been so much we can teach. So heretic after the first and second argument is reject. You know, sometimes you just can't teach it well. You gotta go on about his business. Right? So if you got the baseline, you got the rooted and grounded, the Lord is gonna keep adding the house shine. He's gonna keep adding more and more and more and more. But if you like keep failing and you're not consistent and it's like you're not serious, the Lord gonna start taking things away from you. And you start putting curses on you. A lot of bad evil going to meet. You're not going to be able to recover until you destroy you. Alright? So this brother, he got his talent taken away. Alright? And cast ye him, and cast ye the unprofitable servant. Look up unprofitable, please. Look up 25 and 30. Into the outer darkness that should be reaping the national teeth. So that's the parable of basically 2/3 of Israel. And of the Israelites that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing in the faith, that are not getting involved. Right? That's reaping the national teeth. Right? So if you ain't getting involved, if you ain't, especially if you're in Babylon, you got a chance if you're not in America. So you better run. But if you're in America and you ain't doing the work, you ain't gonna be elected. You're done. Again, you got more of a chance if you like in South America. But the missile is more than likely not going to hit like South America. Fire. You know? But, you know, the Lord knows who the issues of death belong to the Lord.
Yep. So, it says the Greek word for unprofitable is arkyros or arkyrios, which means useless, good for nothing.
Yeah, useless, good for nothing. So, you don't want to be useless and good for nothing because that comes with a lot of pain and suffering. Right? You want to be on the side with a sheep, you know, not the side with a goat side. Right?
This is Romans 12 and 1. It say, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So this is our reasonable service. Right? And this is, this is the least we can do. After, the Lord put us in this situation because why? Because we went off. Right? Doing what we were supposed to be doing. Right? The worshiping of false idols. Right? Completely forgetting about the Lord. Because we turned our back on the Lord turned his back on us and allowed us, to be in captivity. All right, be put in all these different captivities, man. All right, but this is gonna be the final one. All right, this gonna be the one until we'll finally be in that rulership, man. That eternal rulership. What we gotta do on this side, man. All right. And you know, if you wanna have a death on this side, have it be an honorable death. All right, for this truth. All right, because anyone who gets hit by the missiles, man, this is gonna be an unhonorable death, man. All right. You know, you want to be a part of the elect. All right. You know, you don't want to be a 2/3 in the kingdom, man. Even though you still gonna be, you know, have that glory. All right. You know, the elect is gonna have that ultimate glory, man. Because we was doing what we had to do on this side. Like, you got simple ass Jakes saying, you know, oh, if I'm going to be in the kingdom anyway, you know, why should I even be in the truth, or why should I even do this? Or just like, all right, man, you know, you saying that, you know, you're gonna have a horrible judgment, you know?
Second death.
Yeah, you're gonna have a horrible death.
Yeah, you know, basically, what the scriptures say, how the 2/3 in the kingdom of heaven will literally have their head or basically the head down, you know, basically being content and regret for the things that they've done. You know, so even in the purgatory body, you're gonna receive, you know, the Lord's still gonna put in your mind, you know, basically the things you're doing, and you know, basically you're gonna feel regretful for a certain period of time. So and also, you know, basically what the brother was saying, you're gonna receive that second death. Which, you know, that's not gonna be no quick death. It's gonna be something, you know, gruesome. And if the Lord wants to, we can easily extend it, you know, to work and feel like, you know, I don't know, a long time.
I got a scripture before. It says, Matthew 12:36, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So you saying that, you know, the Lord gonna make you them words, He gonna make you have a gruesome death. Just because you got that type of spirit on you, man. Right? Especially them jakes who you know about the truth. You know, they know this is the truth, but they not willing to put in the work. Right? They don't want to put in the work.
Yeah. And you know, basically, not only are basically the nuclear missiles gonna hit Babylon the Great from, you know, these other nations, also the chariot fire is gonna hit you. And you know, you don't know how that chariot fire will feel like. You know, it can literally what? I don't know, man. But you know, it obviously can vaporize your flesh. And you know, basically, who knows what type of, you know, demons and spirits that can plague you, you know, while you're going through that. Yeah, I mean, still, you know, you never know. But you can only imagine how bad the Lord's gonna make it.
Yeah, if you ever watch like the Terminator, man, you seen when I think her name was Sarah, she went through that hellfire, man. You know, that didn't look like it was just a quick death, man. She was going through it, man. You see her flesh spilling off her body and all this different madness, man. It ain't gonna be pretty. All right. You know, the Lord is coming for a gruesome, cruel judgment. All right. You know, it ain't just gonna be a snap and doing the kingdom, man. All right, those of you who were scoffing, mocking, you know, want to go back to the world, all right, do whatever you want to do. Hey, the Lord got a judgment for you. All right, and those, you know, the remnant that the Lord's dealing with, all right, them gonna be the ones that be saved. We gonna be the ones that be okay during that day, Lord's will, man. Because we out here, we got to fear the Lord, man. These people don't fear the Lord.
Yeah, you know what? You know, basically when Jake thinks about the second death and the Lord bringing that judgment, you know, Jake thinks about, you know, Thanos, you know, the Thanos snap, you know, basically your skin disappears and it's a peaceful death.
Rapture.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's not gonna be any of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a gruesome, painful death.
Yeah, man. You gotta fear the Lord, man. All right. We ain't gonna fear what Esau gonna do to us, what Esau gonna threaten us to do to us or our family or anything like that. All right, because at the end of the day, you know, we know that, you know, the Lord is behind that. You know, the Lord gonna put the spirit on Esau to tempt you, and you can't give into that temptation. All right, we gotta overcome until the end.
Yeah. So real quick, I wanted to get Romans chapter 12 and 1 again. Get into NLT. It said, and so, dear brethren and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to the Most High, because of all He has done for you. Let them be a living, a holy sacrifice, the kind you will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship Him. Yeah, so to actually truly worship the Lord, you got to do His will, and what's His will? To present your body and then a living sacrifice on it. So what does that mean? That means that everything that the Lord commands, yeah, it might not be, something you want to do like that, or, hey, you still got to do it. Because, the scriptures say to fear the Lord. So, whatever the Lord commands, basically, no matter how you might feel, because, flesh brings you down, well, the scriptures say how the flesh is weak, but the spirit, how's it go?
It's willing. Spirit is willing, the flesh is weak.
Calm. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. So, you really got to tap in and pray to Yahweh Shai to put that spirit in you. Because again, we're in the flesh, but still, you got to pray. And you gotta listen. You gotta tap into the spirit.
Like the brother already read Isaiah 33:6, and that scripture is gonna be so much more important in the times that we coming in, because you coming through that Jacob's trouble, man. All right, that Jeremiah 30:7. It's not gonna be a time that's like it. All right, not even the prophets of old. It's gonna go through something like Jacob's trouble. Right?
I want to get it there. In John chapter 10 and 1, it says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. So when you come into the truth, you got to go through that straight gate. You can't basically, serve the Lord how you want to serve Him. You can't be in the truth, basically, and do whatever you want. Hey, you got to go through that straight gate. And our other apostles of Great Millstone on down are basically our examples that you can't try to come up your own other way, man. These men been in this thing for 40 years, or 30 plus years.
38 other apostles are, yeah.
So they obviously had that experience. So who are you to think that basically you can come up some other way? And it's not like the other apostles basically done their own thing within the truth. No, they of course use the scriptures as a guide. That's how it's supposed to be. So to read it again, it says John chapter 10 and 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, is the same as a thief and a robber. Yeah, so the Lord's not dealing with that. If you want to serve Him, you gotta get in line. You gotta get in line and follow the course that He already created.
This Matthew 7 and 13, and say, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Yeah, so you gotta go through that straight gate. It's only one way to get through the Lord, in a narrow way. All right, you got a lot of these different camps having different doctrines, but the Lord is only dealing with one doctrine. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with all these other camps, man. All right, especially during this time period, if you can't tell who got the truth, all right, then I don't know what to tell you. Because you got a bunch of different camps spewing madness, different bug outs coming out of nowhere with their own, crazy doctrines and things like that. You got these other groups pretty much showing you how carnal they are, how they be selling out and things like that. And pretty much, throughout all the years, Great Millstone has been the only one, to stick to the true doctrine, man. And not change and go off and say one thing to say the next thing and contradict. It's been the same.
Yeah. And what? It's as broad as the gate to destruction, because it's so easy to go off. It's so easy, to not study and say whatever you want, but to actually study, go into the scriptures and Yeah, as I said, you know, that straight gate, hey, it's difficult. It's not going to be easy. You know, so a lot of people, or, you know, specifically, you know, a lot of Israelites are not willing to do that, go through that straight gate, because the Lord made it difficult, man. The Lord didn't make it easy, you know, basically to pass through that straight gate. And when you get that word for straight, S-T-R-A-I-T, it means a narrow path, you know, a small, narrow path. So it's not going to be easy, you know, to walk through that narrow path. We done that.
Say verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Few there be that find it. All right, so the Lord is only dealing with that remnant, man. All right. So you ask something?
Yeah, that's why, you know, it's not surprising what, you know, certain brothers are inconsistent, because the spirit is only going to penetrate the minds of who the Lord opens their mind up. Otherwise, if you want the Lord to open your mind up to receive the word, you'll never actually get it. You'll kind of get it a little bit, but you'll never really get it. You know, it's like that's trying to learn to play an instrument, I guess. Yeah, but some people never really get it, and other people become proficient and then become virtuosos. But other people, you know, they fall off eventually because it's too hard. You know?
Yeah. You know, you got some guys, yeah, going to that point, you know, you might be doing something, or, you know, might be seeing, you know, somebody doing something for X amount of years, you know, and basically you come in and, you're basically better than that guy already. You know, because, again, a lot of Jakes,
that's
they
crazy,
might be hearing the truth, but they're not actually, you know, engaged and actually, you know, actually in the truth. You know, they're just kind of on the sideline, you know, basically doing the bare minimum. And hey, that's not what the Lord's looking for. So, you know, the brother who's actually, you know, trying to go in, go hard, man, he's actually gonna get it.
Yeah. But Revelation said, let's know some man take that crown, keep that garments. I think it says Revelation.
Yeah, 3.
It's a good precept.
So this Revelation 3:11, it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, so no man take thy crown. Yeah, so hold that fast, you know, hold your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, you know, being basically 100%, you know, basically directing your mind 100% towards Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. So it says, hold that fast which thou hast, thou no man take that crown. Yeah, and it's going to be tests, it's going to be trials and temptations. You know, you got to push through, man. You can't let any man take your crown. Basically, you know, that crown represents really, you know, your spot, your seat for salvation.
Yeah, the Lord, I mean, in the truth, you know, it's not, you know, peaches and cream every day, man. You know, the Lord put his men, you know, through a bunch of trials and tribulations, man. You know, a bunch of things that, you know, if it wasn't for our faith, you know, we wouldn't make it out of it. All right, and that's the Lord, you know, putting us through that, you know, refining process. All right, putting us through that fire of adversity. All right, in order to build our faith, build us up. You know, because at the end of the day, you gotta remember, man. You know, we coming into a time where, you know, we've done all the work, you know, all the work we could do, but you know, we gotta heavily just rely on that faith that we have in Yahweh Bashim.
But yeah, we get a reward.
Yeah.
We get a reward for that.
Yeah.
You know, because we're workers. Like, you got cops. I see a cop right there. He probably get a discount going eating at Applebee's. You know, but we do the work. You know, he got benefits and all that shit, and credit union opportunities, and build his credit and buy a house and low interest loans. But our reward is going to be power in the kingdom of heaven. That's our reward. I don't eat that damn restaurant or getting a low interest loan. Our reward is going to be power. I mean, we're going to have the ability to fly, to create food, water, objects out of nothing, to be able to call the angels, you know.
Yeah, you know, literally be a king, man. You know,
Yeah,
have
king.
over 1,000 women.
On a throne, sit on the throne, yeah.
Yeah, you know, have your palace. You know, you basically have any animal you want. You know, you got, you know, basically your heathen. You know, they can make you anything you want, man. You know, any type of food. But mainly to you know, have that perfect body and be, you know, part of the 144,000 body. You know, we're gonna have access to many planets, many galaxies.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a lot of waiting for, you know, those who serve the Lord.
Yeah, and you know, the elect, you know, we're gonna be enjoying the fruit of our labors, man. Because, you know, probably one of the best feelings is, you know, when you working hard and consistent, even when you don't feel like doing it and it all just pays off, you know, from all the work you've done. But it's gonna be even a greater scale, man.
And we can't even quantify.
We can't even fathom how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, the way that we live in, you know, in this society, being at the bottom of the barrel, this lowest state, you know, we can't imagine sitting with that much power in our hands, man. You know, having spiritual power, you know, having palaces, kingdom, all right? You know, multiple wives, you know, very, very big family, everything being in order. You know, we can't even imagine how good that'll feel, man. We can't even imagine how that would even look like. You know, streets paved with gold, we can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of work that's gonna need to be done.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 24-hour construction projects, like more than likely. 24-hour construction projects. And we'll have to produce more gold, so the Earth's gonna have to yield more. Because the Earth's gonna be a paradise again, so. Yeah, Earth's gonna be paradise. Yeah. Shit, man, that's.
Yeah, and we're gonna make them slaves, you know, clean up all the filth that they created, you know, in this current kingdom.
Yeah, you know, but and he's already got a lot of the gold stored up in his reserves, you know, in his vaults. Then, you know, we're gonna make Esau carry all that gold, you know, on his back.
Yeah, out of them vaults, out of them pits. Yep, and then the Earth is gonna be rejuvenated and gonna produce even more gold.
Yeah.
A billion times more than what they even got stored. The Earth is going to be perfect. But the food going to go back to its normal strength. The yield, you know. We'll be able to plant something. It might just start growing right there for all we know. Might not even take any amount of time for the vegetables and fruits and the grow. So our kingdom is going to be perfect, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and you know, also, you know, it's not going to be no airplanes, you know, cargo planes and 18-wheelers delivering, you know, basically materials and you know, basically resources to our kingdom. Nah, man, you know, everything's going to go back to its righteous order, and we already know that really these vehicles, you know, do harm to the earth. So, you know, Esau is going to, everything's, the heathen, they're going to transfer these products by the natural way again, by horses, you know, by carrying it.
Yeah. And by whatever means we have set up, you know?
Yeah.
We could have like a portal system set up, you know, speculate. They walk through the portal, you know, and end up, you know, somewhere far, you know? Yeah. Other side of the planet or another planet, you know? So they would definitely have to do that, go through like some type of Stargate or something like that. But yeah. Yep. That's the power we're gonna get. That's because we're gonna be this American animation called Masters of the Universe, or He-Man. You know, we're gonna be the Masters of the Universe. The real Masters of the Universe. We're gonna have power over all of the planets, and our magic is gonna be the spiritual power. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, also we're gonna have eternity, man. You know,
Eternity,
1,000 years,
eternity.
of course, until Esau is exterminated and the heathen are able to go back into their lands. Of course,
that's what the planet is called.
Yeah,
eternity.
So, and we already know how the scriptures say how basically a day with the Lord is like 1,000 years, basically currently. So the Lord, without a doubt, is going to be able to extend, you know, each day within the kingdom of heaven. It's going to feel like a long time. Because right now, you know, Lord, he's speeding up the time. So, you know, the day feels like, you know, like a few hours, man, because the day be flying by fast. But within the kingdom, man, everything's going to be slowed down. You know, we're actually going to have time to do stuff.
While these heathens are in slavery, man, you know, in their own minds, they're going to be thinking like the day's going by slow. Because you know, even now, you have a 9-to-5 job, you look at the clock, like, dang, only 10 minutes past, you know? Even though you're only working let's say you're working an 8-hour day, you know, the longest day feel like is your day at work, right?
Yeah, Yahweh Shai controls your perception.
Yep.
So he can make it feel longer, or he can make it feel shorter. You know? For me, it feels shorter. It feels short. You know, and then sometimes it does like lag. You know, but most of the time, for me, the day seemed like 2 hours seemed like 30 minutes.
Yep.
You know? But other times, you know, it'll lag. But most time, it's like everything's it feels condensed to me. If the days feel condensed. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, and that's how it is, man. Especially.
Or get the precept. It said the Lord shortened the days.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Especially when you come into this truth. You know, I'm a
no flesh be saved.
I felt like days went by kind of slow, but ever since I was in the truth, I feel like time, you know, it flew by, man. It flew by like a lot has happened in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, 2020.
When I used to work retail, the time used to drag out.
Yeah.
Inside the store. And when I started getting on the road, it just condensed. It condensed, especially when the traffic is flowing. You know, the time speeds up. It speeds up. It goes faster, 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 faster. All right, we'll go ahead and read the precept.
Yep. It says Matthew 24:22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
Yeah.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, for the elect's sake. All right, so that means the Lord, he's going to come quickly too. He's going to come quick. It's not going to be the RFID microchip can be introduced and then we got to wait like 5 years for the Lord to come save us. No, the Lord going to shorten those days. We're not going to be plagued with Jacob's trouble for a long period of time.
Yep.
Except those days should be shortened. All right, we ain't gonna be here for another 10 years after the implantable microchip is made mandatory. All right, the Lord is gonna come and rescue us, or save us.
And real quick to back that up, I have Romans 9:28. It says, "For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth."
Yep. Short work, and then also in Habakkuk, though he tarry, wait for it, for he will not tarry. Well, read what you just read again. Read that again.
It says Romans 9:28, "For he will finish the work and cut it short of righteousness, because a short work with the Lord." It says, "Because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth."
Yeah, there you go. Short work. Well, it also says in 1 hour. So that spirit of speeding things up is going to, and that's for the sake of the prophecy and to reduce our suffering.
Yep.
You know, but in the kingdom, you know, we're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna slow down. We believe it's gonna slow down. We're gonna feel the enjoyment of a full day of prosperity. All right. But right now the Lord is speeding it up, and when the main prophecies come to pass, it's going to be even more sped. The Lord's going to come quickly and rescue us. It's not going to suffer us to dwell in Egypt, like I say in with Ezra. So the prophet's going to prophesy, and then the Lord is going to send his angels to rescue us. Read the other precept.
So go back. Matthew 24.
No, go back to what Habakkuk.
Oh yeah. Yep, Habakkuk 2:3. Or the start of verse 2. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak and will not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry."
There you go. Break it down.
Yeah, so exactly. So the day of the Lord, day of the Lord and these prophecies will not tarry, man. You know, it's right around the corner. Where Jacob's trouble is about to kick off. The mark of the beast being implemented and mandated within society. It's right around the corner, man. You know, just like how back in 2020, we were kind of looking at, you know, what maybe the next few years, 2023, how it's going to look like. Hey, you know, we're already here in 2023.
Yeah.
You know, and it says, you know, we put it plain upon tables, man, and people don't like that. You know, stuff start popping off. certain things that happen, and people will blame us like, oh, y'all spoken into existence and things like that. But wait, we just breaking down the scriptures, man. But if we said it or not, it was always gonna come to pass, right? The Lord having us even break down the scriptures and prophesy in the Bible, that was supposed to come to pass, all right? The scriptures say that men's goings are of the Lord. So, even though we out here and we preaching, this is really the Lord. He put the spirit on us to come out here and do this, man. He put the spirit on certain men to preach the truth, to prophesy, man. All right? And the Lord has also, he's closed the eyes of other people, put people in a deep sleep, all right? And they won't awake out of it until it's too late, until they got no choice to.
Yeah. Right? Well, get Isaiah 6 chapter here.
That's going to be the worst. That's going to be the worst part of it, because the worst type of hits you could take is the ones you don't expect coming.
Yeah.
You ain't going to brace for the impact, or you can't move and dodge out the way, or try to block it. It's just going to hit you, and you ain't going to know that it even hit you, man.
And Proverbs. Yeah, it says in Proverbs, the wise foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. The wicked or the fool pass on and is punished.
Yeah. Also, real quick,
that's what these people are doing, man. Here we are on on the major highway in Dover, and these people are just going past,
Yeah. Going past, looking by, like, who are these guys?
Yeah. You got some people who may support in the shadows. Oh, hey, young king to the world.
Yeah, hey, show the world.
Hey, man, you'll never see him again. Yeah, that's the way it is what it is.
Yeah. Real quick, Sirach chapter 5 and 7, it says, make no tarrying, turn to the Lord, put not out from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Yeah, so you're not supposed to be putting out from day to day. As soon as you hear the truth, you're supposed to repent back unto the Lord, Yahweh Mashiach, put out the old life, put out the old lamb, or that old man, and turn back unto the Lord. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to take your time, all right, Lord, and the next 2 years, I'm gonna, basically get my career right, then I'm gonna come serve. Nah, it's right now you come to serve the Lord. As soon as you hear this word, you're supposed to repent unto the Lord and come back unto him to serve him. You can't take your time and do things on your own time, because the Lord's gonna bring the judgments on his own time. He's not gonna, bring these judgments according to what you're doing, because you want to live it up in Babylon and you want to have a nice career. Lord's gonna extend it, wait for you to retire, then he's gonna bring these judgments. Hell no.
Yeah, this gonna be a sudden destruction. Who's to say you got tomorrow, man? It ain't no tomorrow to repent, man. You gotta do that right now, man. All right, it ain't no next week, next month. It ain't no, I'm gonna wait until my next check. All right, or I'm gonna wait until I move, or no, you gotta do it right now, man. All right, because honestly, the day of the Lord is like a thief in the night, and if you ain't prepared for it, that thief, then he's gonna have his way with you, man, because you don't know, you don't expect it. All right, for us being watchmen, all right, we understand what type of time we in, and we ready at any moment for this thing to pop off, man. At any moment, and that's how you gotta be. But you got Jake in a lackadaisical spirit. They gonna get caught up in that destruction.
Yeah. Proverbs 27, real quick. Proverbs 27 and 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So we see the calamity that's about to come, to this country, to the world. So we're being hid under the shadow of the Almighty, under Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, all right, by continuously performing His word and pleasing Him. So we're shielded, and we've already been confirmed that we're under His protection by revelation, all right, outside of what we heard from our apostles and elders. So our apostles and elders told us the truth, all right, and we believe them, and then we receive revelation after that. So we've been confirmed, and so that means we're rooted and grounded now. So it's it's confirmed outside of what our teachers taught us. So we know that what our teachers taught us was the truth.
Yep.
All right? So it's no excuse.
Yeah. And to get that word for see it, it's the Hebrew word ra'ah, which means to see, look at, inspect, perceive, consider. It also says,
Perceive, yeah.
1 second. Yeah, so basically to see something, to be able to perceive something. So, as soon as we see things happening around the earth, for example, I just made a lesson on basically Whole Foods. We already know they've been implementing this new pawn payment. We already know what that's leading to.
Amazon own Whole Foods now, right? Yeah, Amazon own Whole Foods.
They own Whole
Foods.
That's right, yeah.
They acquired Whole Foods. Yeah.
Yep.
Texas corporation.
Yeah. So you got
LLC. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically it's this new Amazon. Well, I think it's called Amazon One or Amazon pawn payment. So you can walk into the store. So of course, us brothers within the shoot, we had the eyes to see where that's leading to. But the simple, they're gonna, basically comply and act like, just keep on moving on until the MOT, implemented. And even when the mark of the beast is implemented, because we already know that the pawn payments and the electronic payments, those are really just, conditioning you and to get your mind prepared to take the MOTB. That's what you start doing. You understand that. But the symbol's gonna pass on. What these new pawn payments come in. They're not questioning it. They're just accepting it.
Yeah, it's gonna be something drastic to make them do it.
Yeah.
All these cars they can't go through tolls.
Yeah.
They can't pay their car note. I think they're looking at me. It's fuck.
That's what this all does, man, because he slowly puts something in front of you in order to get you to accept it. Like if you was a transformer running around in the 60s and 70s, man, you be living a dangerous life. Over time, Esau has made that shit okay all in this society, man. And now you got also you got AI running rampant, the robots taking jobs, and people just looking at this. Some people look at it like, oh, it's just
progress.
Progress, technological progress, and shit like that. Some people who actually got a brain is like, hold up, man, this is going too far, But even the people who know that it's going too far, they still don't have an answer to what's going on.
Yeah, or really what to do. These people, they might be able to see what's going on, but they have no idea what they're gonna do though.
Yeah, when they meet them,
Yeah,
they take their job, or they gotta pay with a device of with other no cash. They probably have an onboarding process where everything's on your phone, no cash, no coins, and then something else happened. Then they convert to you gotta go to your local fire station, block captain, voting place, city hall, and get microchip. Or they could just start tearing shit up and make green zones, and then the only people that survive make it to the green zones and they get chipped there. The rest of you just get slaughtered. It could be something like that. So, Lord knows.
We already know that they're preparing these FEMA packs. We already know what, a lot of these Walmarts were set up to, transition to that FEMA pack. I believe most Walmarts that they have train tracks at least 1 mile away, something like that. And when you go into it, not to be too deep, but like Walmart, obviously backwards means law, or wall means law, and then Mart means backwards is tram. The tram basically goes into the train. Basically, well, let me get it right. But the point is that Esau already has a lot of things set up, to prepare for the system, to prepare for you basically prepare for the people to take this emperor.
What was she saying?
I don't know. I think she was just saying hey or whatever, but I couldn't really hear her. It was too low. But she just was waving. I just waved back. People
sign language.
Going out here, man.
Yeah. See, take a picture of the sign and keep going. You're blocking fucking traffic.
Yeah.
Shit, pull over, make a U-turn, park in a parking lot.
Yeah.
And figure it out if you really want to.
Parking lot, give some waters. There was a woman in there. Yeah. So I don't know.
Now they'll find out when they get their ass chipped, get a chip shoved up their ass. Shit. They'll find out what they were doing.
Yeah, but so that's what tram is. It says a beam or shaft of a barrel or sledge. It says, and then also says short for tram car, the car used on the tramway, which basically is a set of rails, but besides the point. We understand that a lot of these things within society, it's already prepared, set up so where Esau can easily transition into it, into his NWO. Such as, these Walmarts or these big, basically the stores that have basically an abundant amount of square feet within them. These stadiums, hey, I mean, they basically show you in the movies, what they're going to be meant for.
Yeah. Either keep people in or keep people out. Probably both. Come on, it was World War Z? Zombies? I forget exactly how it would go. They were trying to get to the stadium. I watched the movie. I forget which one it was. But they're either going to keep you in or keep you out. Right? So the people that get the mark, that'll be like a safe zone. And if you're outside, that could be like a kill zone, or the badlands or the outer lands where you unregistered. Anything can go out on the outside, or there'll be different areas experiencing different phenomena. You might have areas like that. You might have other areas that's business as usual. But everybody talking about how they gotta get chipped. They gotta take a chip. And they don't think it's right, but how else are we gonna eat, etc.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna start making excuses. Oh, the Lord knows, man, my family.
He knows your faith, he knows your heart.
Yeah,
He knows your heart. That's exactly what they're gonna say.
My family, my family's hungry, man. Hey,
they're gonna be enthusiastic about it too.
Yeah, I can't be overweight.
He know your heart, man. Come on, man. The guys, they all dead now. How did it help them? They all dead. They got their heads chopped the fuck off.
Yeah.
They all dead. They gonna be have people standing up, leaders and shit. Like, take it. It's not a sin and all that shit. Like, okay, it ain't a sin.
Yeah. Hey,
well, according to them, it technically ain't. To them, it's not a sin because the law is done away with. And even if the Lord says something that's exactly in the law, it's not talking about the law. That's how stupid these fuckers are. The Lord will say something that's directly in the law, and they say, "Oh no, it's the Lord's law, not the law, not the Moses law." It's the same thing, you fucking assholes.
In the mind of a simple nigga, it's gonna be he doing what he got to do to get by. Just doing what he got to do. But the Lord ain't gonna look at it like that.
My kid, what about babies? Babies gotta drink milk on the Sabbath. They had to drink milk. You're supposed to be breastfeeding, right? Well, I gotta buy milk. Yep. That's always fucking excuse. You gotta heat milk up and all that, whatever, how they do it. Jake is just, they not of the elect. That's the short answer. The short answer is they didn't receive the frequencies from the Holy Spirit. They make them understand. They still stupid. They're idiots. They're dumb. Sodist children.
So,
hard as stiff neck. Yeah.
And also we already know how Satan even tempted Yahushua, using scriptures, or basically using literally scriptures from the Bible. But of course Satan uses
Satan know all the scriptures,
Yeah.
front and back better than us. So
That's right.
Satan's a spirit. He don't operate on the laws that we out. He don't get tired. Hungry, nothing like that. He don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
He was right there during the time of the creation. After the Lord created everything, he's one of the spirits that were created. He's one of the chief spirits in the spirit world.
Yeah, that's right. So what? Saying he has the ability, to send demons and basically make you question, basically something you shouldn't be doing. He can put scriptures within your mouth. Oh, well, this scripture says this scripture says that.
Right.
Well, nah, man, you got to use the scriptures right. You can't use the scriptures in a deceiving manner.
Right.
And that's what Satan does.
Yeah, to just try to sift you as wheat, try to convince you that they're going a different direction,
Yeah. Yeah, because, Satan, he don't just do what he want to do or move in his own accord. He moves to the commands of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's why when, the apostles, they mentioned that, Satan is actually righteous. You got people who got offended, not offended, the people got their feelings, because
Satan kills. Yeah, because they believe Satan's the only one that kills.
Because Satan does exactly what he's supposed to do. He wasn't like an angel that just went rogue and doing his own thing. No, man. No. Hey,
like animals are righteous. Like if an animal attack you, he's not a wicked animal. Can't be wicked. A lion fuck you up. He's under the vibration of perfect order. If a lion, pigs are filthy anyway, but attacks a damn warthog baby, the lion not going to hell, okay? Or a wild African dog attack a nest of eggs. The bird just laid the eggs, and he just go attack the eggs, eat the eggs. The bush dog ain't going to hell, or going to suffer some kind of punishment, because the animal is in perfect vibration with the Holy Spirit, with the Lord. Birds, all that. They in perfect order. They don't sin or transgress. Now if they come against us and we kill them, hey, they're not going to burn in hell, like for committing sin against us. Animals don't commit sin. You're good. Yeah.
So to back that up, we can get Sirach chapter 30. What is it? 30. 35.
Yeah, Esau, the children of men, Jacob, we're the ones that have sinned. All right, and fortunate for us that we are the seed of Jacob, that we can recover from transgressions by performing the will of the Lord, and it's ultimately by election, not by works. So the Lord is the one that made us of the elect, or not of the elect. So if He made us of the elect, that means He gave us His will to do. All right, and we perform His will. Therefore, we're covered by His blood, performing that will, and we're free from sins. Go ahead.
Yep, this Sirach chapter 39 and 29 or 28, it says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their hordes and appease the wrath of Him that made them." Yeah, so these particular spirits created for vengeance and to fulfill judgments that the Lord put out.
Hey, they don't sin, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It says how it literally appeases the wrath of Him that made them. So it literally appeases the Lord. The Lord feels pleased when He sees these judgments pass.
Yeah, the spirits are outside of the laws. They don't operate under the same laws that we operate under. They can do demonic things into somebody, into a spirit, into a flesh, and they're not held to any guilt or anything like that. Like a demon can possess a person, they can go murder somebody or commit a disgusting act with a child. And that demon's not going to burn in hell forever. The demon's not going to suffer any pain from the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. They're going to go leave the body after the flesh is destroyed and go finish the work that He was told to do.
Yeah, exactly.
They operate outside of our laws. They can read thoughts. They can put thoughts in your head. All right?
Yeah. Yeah, saying comes back to the Lord, telling, the Lord, oh yeah, I put this person to death, I told this demon to put that person to death. Then the Lord's like, oh, good job, good job.
Right.
Saying
Exactly.
literally.
Yeah.
And Job.
Yeah, I went into this guy's head, made him go crazy. He jumped off a building where he went and, deleted a bunch of people.
Hey, that's why, like, the Lord, if he gives you a certain command, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, get that precept. And who hath resisted his will?
Yeah.
Who hath resisted his will?
Because if the Lord tells you to do something, you can't go off because you're doing something that the Lord told you to do. Like, for example, when it was a test, of course, when the Lord told Abraham to put Isaac to death, he didn't want to do it, but he had to do it because he had to follow the Lord's command. And when the Lord seen he was really going to do it, he told him to stop at the last second. He was like, he could trust him, because he seen that he was going to follow his orders,
Yeah.
So you can't go off if the Lord tell you to do something and you do it. That's not you going off. If you get in that command directly from the Lord. Same thing with Satan. When Satan tempted Yahweh, he had to ask the Lord. He had to ask Yahweh first, to do that. He didn't just do it on his own accord. Yeah.
Who hath resisted his will? I believe it was going to Jacob Esau, if I'm not mistaken. Who hath this? Just Google it. It'll come up. Or who hath resisted his will? Yeah, because Yahweh, it says neither have done any good or evil. I don't know if it's the same precept. They're subject. Jacob was subject. Esau was subject to what the Lord wrote out for him. Everything visible and invisible was created by Yahweh Shai.
So this Romans 9. In 19, it says, thou wilt say unto me, thou wilt say then unto me, well, let's start at verse 18, verse 17. It says for 16. Or not, actually, yeah, so verse 14 is a good place to start at. It says, Romans 9 and 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he said to Moses, it says, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
Yeah, so it's not by works. It's the Lord. He's the one that programs you to do his will or not to do his will. And if you're in the flesh as a person, you're going to pay for that, whether your works are good or whether your works are evil. All right?
Like, what was that scripture in Jeremiah? Formed thee in the belly, to be a prophet, roughly paraphrasing. So the Lord already, he already got your whole lot, when you were, you in the spirit world, coming back in the flesh, man. You're going to be a prophet, you're not going to be a prophet. You're going to be an Israelite, you're going to be an Edomite, a heathen.
A tribe, yeah.
Whatever tribe you from, the Lord, that's how the Lord does it,
Yeah.
And a lot of, a way we can tell that, that you're an Israelite, of course it's mainly, they'll say it's mainly through physical appearance, but we judge it mainly off the spirit. Because, it's a lot of tails out here as well,
Yeah.
That's not going by the spirit.
Yeah. It's like chocolate, Hamite looking tears. That are really Edomites, that are really Japhites,
The scriptures say to judge righteous judgment. And we already know the Lord himself said that the Lord doesn't judge like how man
outward
judges.
appearance.
Yeah, on the outward appearance, stature. Now the Lord, he looks in the inward. The Lord doesn't care about the outward appearance.
He already knows.
Yeah.
We look after the fact because we're in the flesh. The Lord he already wrote the program already, so he don't have to look after the fact. Yeah. We gotta look after the fact. Esau, Yahweh Shai, I say, Yahweh Shai looks before because he created the person.
It says Romans 9 and 17. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose, I raised thee up, that it might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he, it says, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and in whom he will harden it. It said, yeah, in whom he will harden it. Yeah, so just like how Pharaoh back then, you know, the scriptures say how literally Pharaoh, he's about to set the Israelites free, and Moses free. But, you know, the scriptures, I mean, it just literally counts for the Lord actually harden his heart, you know, just so the Lord can show his power, and, you know, more of the judgments.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah, he made him,
yeah. 4:21.
Yeah, he made him say, nah, I'm not letting the children of Israel go. The sons of Israel. But those are literally the sons of Israel. Because Israel came, name was changed from Jacob to Israel, came with his family, and they became a nation in Egypt.
It says, Romans 9:19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Yeah, who? No one can resist his will. No, I got it.
Yeah. That's why, you know, even though Esau, you know, he thinks he's gonna get this NWO or whatever. That's just the Lord, you know, hardening his heart, just the same way he did with Pharaoh. All right, because you know, the Edomite is, you know, the most prideful man on earth. All right, so even though the scriptures say what they say, you know, he still think he could find a way.
He's wiser than Daniel.
Yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg, these underground bunkers, you know, got Edomites who making the Space Force.
That's probably the decoy though.
Yeah.
the Hawaii bunker.
Yeah, the Hawaii.
That's probably the decoy.
Yeah.
They set it up as a decoy because they ain't gonna why you advertising, you know?
Yeah, why would you advertise?
Home or bunker, whatever they calling it. But yeah, that's not where you're gonna be at.
Yeah.
If it is, the contingency plan is they're gonna delete everybody around you and then hide there. But why would you advertise it?
Yeah. Like, you know, Area 51 apparently got these, you know, high, I mean, which maybe
aliens that crashed, technologies from the ships and bodies and all that shit. That's total bullshit.
Yeah, you know, the things Esau truly wants to keep top secret, he's not even gonna tell you what's located.
Right. I believe that is a base of importance, but they ain't got no damn crashed ship. Because the angels don't crash. Aliens don't crash.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And really anywhere, man.
Even if they really was real aliens, they wouldn't fucking crash. They don't come to Earth and then crash, and then nobody know about it, but the government.
Yeah. And you know, really anywhere, you know, Esau would claim that he just recovered a, you know, chariot or, you know, a spaceship, and now it's hiding or something. Yeah. No, you know, that's complete lie. Esau does not have any chariot of the Lord in his hand anywhere.
Yeah, that's impossible.
I think I see that.
Because even let's say if Esau did capture one, which he can't do, impossible. They could literally phase into another dimension and disappear. They wouldn't have no more. Even though it's impossible for them to even touch it. You know, they would probably burn the fuck up.
Yeah.
They so goddamn, their flesh is so wicked, demonic, and imperfect. You know, they wouldn't be able to withstand the presence of the angel, the sphere.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I was about to say, you know, literally every attempt that Esau has tried to use, you know, basically to capture a chariot, to try to take one down,
right.
He has failed every single time, man.
He can't even get close to him.
Yep. There's literally videos of chariots, you know, standing right there, so-called UFOs, you know, standing on the camera. They're getting hit, you know, with missiles, you know, and you know, basically smoke comes out, and then, you know, as the smoke disappears, the chariot's like literally right there, you know, like nothing even happened.
Right. Yeah, because they don't have to exist in our same dimension. You can see them, but then they can be phased to another dimension. But you can see them, but their physical form is phased to a different dimension. Esau can't do that. Esau think he's doing something kind of atom particle collisions and all that shit. Esau ain't doing nothing with that. Esau can't breach this dimension and get to another dimension. He just doing that for nothing. He might come up with some new inventions, but he ain't getting to another dimension.
I was about to say, you know, Esau, you might come out with this new fighter jet, But I mean, it's already a concept. You saw trying to chase down a chariot with a fighter jet. You know, and literally the chariot goes like
100 times faster,
speed.
yeah.
And you know, the
Mach
literally
100.
the fighter jet, it's left behind. Meanwhile, the fighter jet can go Mach 2, Mach 3, whatever. You know, basically 3 times the speed of sound, but
They was pretty much going like as fast as a space shuttle. Look at how fast space shuttle, I think Mach like 20 or something like that. I don't think you can go that fast on Earth. But the space shuttles can go, to escape the Earth, I believe they can go like Mach 20 or something like that.
yeah,
So-
Mach 25.
Mach 25. So the Angels is going like that speed. But the jets can only go like how fast? Like 2 or 3 or 5?
2.5.
2.5? Yeah. They're going fast. They can go. The Angels can go faster than space shuttles. They can literally go faster than the speed of light. Technically, the instant transmission, like that. But they show their powered down form, and just by accelerating faster, they can really just disappear right in front of you and be on the other side of the Earth.
Yeah, like
They
2.3,
they done their power down when they encounter the Esau and the jets. That's they show weak, like small little bits of power. You know, they haven't even shown the power that they showed in the past. You know, that we can see visibly. I'm sure they do things that we can't see. But like Judah Maccabees, when David was fighting against the Philistines and the different Canaanites, that power is going to be shown to secure us, to help us, get through time to take us trouble.
At the end of the day, we need something mind about capturing and, shooting down these certain, so-called UFOs. That's just him trying to over-exalt himself, man. Trying to make it impose as the Most High. Like,
The controlled opposition.
Nothing can come and invade the earth and, tear down his kingdom.
Yeah, and really, it's just a sad, pathetic, ego that Esau gives himself, so he can feel comfortable. So like, the people around him can still look at him as if he's that top guy, no one can stop him.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and it's even one video of, basically a chariot, or Esau.
We'll get that in 13th chapter. Dust and smell of smoke. Dust and smell of smoke.
Yeah, right.
We'll end it on that. If we finish your
I was about to say, this is one video of, basically Esau shooting some space laser, towards a so-called unidentified object,
Right.
And literally before the laser even came out, which keep in mind the laser was going light speed,
Right.
the chariot already took off, out of the camera, and it was completely out of sight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just imagine that, man. The chariot can go past the speed of light.
Yeah, instant. Anywhere in the universe, at a thought. It's faster than light. It's FTL drive. Sci-fi stuff. Faster than light.
Yeah, that's where Esau get his, the Flash. Flash can go 1,000,000 times the speed of light.
It's Space Odyssey shows. Call them Space Odysseys, where you have the starship and the captain and crew and all that. Space Odyssey. They get that from the scriptures. But Esau never gonna do any of that. Esau claims to have a satellite in the edge of the solar system floating around in Saturn and shit like that shit.
Voyager.
Esau's fucking Voyager, yeah. He's that lying. Who believes that shit?
Yeah.
Dumbass Americans.
Yeah.
Bringing these fucked up ass 8-bit pictures back or 2-bit pictures. We got no clear HD pictures of the moon up close. No HD pictures of Saturn approaching, video. All the technology we got now, we got no video of that. Any of these planets.
Yeah, keep in mind, we got 8K technology, we got 16K, whatever.
Yep.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Alright, you gonna know this. How powerful the chariots are. Look.
It says, straight to the point.
Now build up a little bit.
It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 13. In 1, it says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof. Verse 3, it says, and I beheld and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heavens. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Yeah, and that man is Yahushua, but coming with his thousands of heavens. And Yahushua will be coming back with his angels. But it says that, I believe, in Matthew chapter 24, or somewhere in Matthew, it says how Yahushua will be coming, the Son of Man will be coming back with his angels. Basic paraphrase. So it says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Yeah, that's going to be these other nations. That's going to be, I mean, literally everybody on earth, even the elect. We're going to be, you know, afraid, but we're going to be.
We'll be confidently afraid. Confident
yeah, exactly.
and afraid. Yeah.
It says, verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Yeah, like these leaves, right? But then they disintegrate. They shrivel up and then they disintegrate. Autumn, winter leaves. Good.
Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the earth, or it says from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Yeah, and of course the sea really representing the heavens, because we already know heaven in the Hebrew is Shemayim, which of course Shah means pertains or which or pertains to, and Mayim means water. So you already know that the heavens pertain unto the waters. Because, you know, when you look at the sky, it's basically the same color as the ocean. You know, it's blue.
Yeah, it's moisture. Yeah, water.
So it says, 2 Ezra chapter 13, 5 or 6, it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But it says, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. Yeah, and but that great mountain is going to be Yahushua's great chariot, which is going to cover literally the whole entire earth. And Ezra's basically he was comparing it onto a great mountain because then, you know, he was looking around to see the piece of land was taken out of the earth, because that's how great the chariot was, you know, and that's how big it was.
Yeah, he basically saw like from horizon to horizon. It was totally covered, like it covered the sky. They say the earth bend every 12 miles apparently, I think. So he saw it from bend to bend, or at least one angle. Like he saw it from end to end. Like I can't see the end of it. So that's how big the chariot was. That's how big the vehicle that the Lord came in on. What?
Yup, it says, 2 Ezra chapter 13 and 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. Yeah, because literally what Revelation also speaks about an army, Esau gathering up his army, the other nations teaming up together to try to take down Yahushua and the angels.
Armageddon, yeah.
But literally, what Yahushua's power is going to be so great and mighty that literally the Lord will have to put a spear on these other nations to fight him. Because if he didn't, you know, the other nations, they will try to flee and they'll be scared.
Yeah, the opening of Star Wars, the New Hope, that's where he got that from. The ship goes over the camera they had placed right here, and then the ship just goes over it, and it keeps going and going and going. They show how massive the ship was of the Empire. They got that from the Ezra's, George Lucas. Yeah.
So it says, 2 Ezra chapter 13 and 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks of tempest. Of course, this isn't literally how shy, you know, breathing out fire, but that's symbolic of him commanding the chariots to shoot, you know, this fire, this high concentrated fire, for his angels. So, to continue, it says, 2 Ezra chapter 13 and 11, so now Ezra will give the description of how these beams of energy look like, you know, and he's going to describe it the best way he can. So So it says 2 Ezra chapter 13 and 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So literally, these armies literally got vaporized before the Lord, Yahweh, and the angels. Why? Because they're going to have that power to shoot the high concentrated fire, and which basically lasers, high concentrated fires, and plasma mixed together.
Yeah, just not fire where you get burned. It's fire where it's so hot you dissolve.
Yeah, it's hotter
like,
than...
Yeah, it burns like winter leaves disintegrate when you grab them and crush them, and they they vanish into the air. That's how powerful that fire is. It's gonna be nothing left but dust and smoke. It's not gonna be like a post-apocalyptic movie where you see remnants of old buildings and all that. You know, in America anyway. You might have it overseas, but whatever that fire touch, it is definitely going to disintegrate. You know, that's the power of the angels. All right, but America is going to be completely incinerated. It's going to be nothing. Absolutely, it's going to be burnt up completely. And that's because judgment is going to come down on Babylon, America, for transgressions, for enslaving the children of Israel, for continued transgressions, and for being a wicked devil to the planet and to the other nations. Esau is going to pay for all that by his kingdom being destroyed and him going into slavery. Finish it off.
It says 2 Ezra chapter 13 and 12. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry. Some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick to great fear, and I awakened and said, Thou showest thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and thou hast counted me worthy that it says that thou shouldest receive my prayer.
All right. And some were bound, okay? And some were glad. So we know that's talking about slavery. All right? It's going to be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. And then it goes on, read down, it's about crowns being put on brothers' heads. So we know that's the last time. That's the end. That's the end of Esau's age and the beginning of Jacob's. So when the crowns get put on the brothers' heads, that's the beginning of the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. So we know that's talking about the end. That's not going to be another bunch of prophecies after that. That's the very end. All right?
Yeah. This links up with many precepts in Revelation. Other precepts, such as Daniel, right?
Yep, Daniel 7. Yep, okay.
So, yeah.
Did you want to say something? That was it. All right, hope y'all were edified. Shalom on to the next lesson. Shalom.
Shalom.